What's up, turtle heads? How's things going? We're just out here today trying to catch some bluegills. Little kind of windy right now. We got the anchor out, the old spot lock. Just trying to catch some gills and see what's going on out there today. What's on your mind, turtle heads? You know, it's Memorial Day today. Wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. Hope all is going well. We're just out here floating a red worm. Lost our red worm. Ain't gonna catch one that way. Knew that was a fish and he got our bait. So he got our bait. It's Memorial Day, turtle heads. Mind y'all just, you know, remember those who served and those who no longer with us, and let's catch some fish while we're doing it. It's what they would want. They would want me to be out here catching fish in the roundabout. So that's what we'll do. We just missed the fish and had him get our. He got away with our red worm there. There's some big bluegills in this lake. Hopefully we can lay into a few of them. Really like to get a 9-incher, qualify for that trophy Master Angler Bluegill Award. We'll see. It is windy out here today. We're anchored. Anchored in a good spot here. I've got a lot of fish right here in this area. Hard to tell if I'm getting a bite or not. I got that clear slip bobber. Jerked around by the wave action out there. I think I just had a bite. We'll see. See if we can't get on them today, turtle heads, and just kind of a little conversation with y'all. See how everybody's doing. Out here in the round boat today, the old low is out of commission temporarily. Hopefully it's just temporarily. I don't think it's a big issue, but you know, let's talk a little baseball today there, turtle heads. You know, I'm gonna talk to y'all about who is the greatest ball player of all time. And it's without a doubt, you know, hands down, nobody's even in the same stratosphere as Barry Lamar Bonds. Hands down, greatest baseball player that's ever lived. You know, turtle heads, I'll give you my top 5. Number 2, and the only other argument I will even listen to, Willie Mays, godfather of Barry Bonds. he's in that second spot. Third, I'm gonna go Babe Ruth at 3. Little fat man could hit. Decent pitcher. You know, we'll go Babe Ruth in the 3 spot. Behind Barry Bonds in the top spot, easily, hands down, and Willie Mays in the number 2 spot. You know, Bonds and Mays are 1 and 2, and there's no other argument I will accept for those 2 positions. You know, we get to 3, and you can start arguing. You know, I'm going Babe Ruth at 3. I'm gonna go Hank Aaron at 4. And at 5, I'm gonna go with a guy a lot of people thought was better than Bonds, but Really, well, never was. He wasn't the all-around player that Bonds was. At 5, I'm going to go Ken Griffey Jr. There's a lot of ways you could go here in this direction. You know, after the 3rd spot, you know, you can debate, but 1 and 2 are really Barry Bonds and Willie Mays in that order. Not all that close. We got our freaking red worm yanked again, man. Come on now. I guess that's a good sign. I need to catch those fish. Good sign we're getting bit. Not a good sign that we're not getting them. So that's my top 5 turtle heads. Barry Lamar Bonds at 1. Willie Mays at 2. Babe Ruth at 3. Hank Aaron at 4. Ken Griffey Jr. at 5. That's my top 5. But nobody was the all-around player that Barry Lamar Bonds was, you know. 400 homers, 400 stolen bases. The only man in a 500 homer, 500 stolen base club. What did he win? 7-time most valuable player. You know, you take any 2 Hall of Famers, and I'll take Bonds. You take any 2 players ever, and I'll take Bonds, and I'll have more MVPs than you. 7 of them for Bonds, 8 Gold Gloves, a 40-40 season. I mean, the guy did it all on a baseball field. I know what you guys are going to say. Well, he didn't pitch. Well, so what? You know, the guy dominated baseball like it's never been dominated before. You know, great player. Just easily the hands down, the GOAT. So, it is what it is, guys. Barry Bonds is the GOAT. You can't argue that. It's indisputable. You know, I could go on. Single season home run record. All-time home run record. All-time walks leader. All-time leader in intentional base on balls. But just ridiculous numbers from Bonds. Just insane. Most feared hitter of all time. You know, it was amazing what he was doing there. You know, about 2000 and on, just ridiculous. He might get 1 pitch to hit every night, and when he got that 1 pitch, he was parking it in the sea. Splashed down in McCovey Cove, just locked in. Just ridiculous what he was doing back then. But you know, and I know what you guys will say. Oh, steroids, blah blah blah. Allegedly. Never tested positive. Let's remember that. Never tested positive in an era where other players did test positive. You know. But I'll tell you what, Barry Bonds was the best player in the game before the steroid era. I mean, he won 3 MVPs between 1990 and 1993. And then best player in the game during the steroid era. You can say, oh, he did steroids, he did this, he did that. But it's all alleged. It's never tested positive. And I tell you what, even if he was on the juice, everybody was on the juice. So on a level playing field, best player in the game. You know, there were guys who were better pure hitters. Tony Gwynn. There are guys who are probably better home run hitters, even though he's the all-time home run leader and also the single-season home run leader. There are guys that were probably better power hitters. You know, McGuire, Sosa. Yeah, that's all they did though, is hit home runs. There are better base stealers. You know, Ricky Henderson. You know, Kenny Lofton. Barry Bonds wasn't the best base stealer in the game. Wasn't the best defensive player in the game. But when you combine all the things that he did at an exceptional level, you know, hands down, greatest player of all time. Not even close. Hard to tell if I'm getting bit or not. This wind is crazy right now. Hopefully we can get a bluegill, or 10 or 20. So it is what it is, guys. I just wanted to talk to you about the GOAT, greatest ball player that ever lived. Give you my top 5. You know, we'll run those down one more time for you. Barry Lamar Bonds, number 1, hands down. Number 2, Willie Mays, the godfather of Barry Lamar Bonds, the greatest ball player of all time. Do it all, steal bases, hit home runs, great center fielder. Not quite on Bonds level though. Number 3, Babe Ruth. Number 4, Hank Aaron. Number 5, Ken Griffey Jr. You know, I could run down my top 10, but we won't. We'll stop at 5. We'll put a stop to it right there at top 5. But guys, never forget, Barry Bonds was easily, hands down, greatest ball player of all time. There's no argument against it. So take that to the bank. Hopefully we'll be getting on some bluegills. I think we got bit a few times, but didn't put anything in the boat yet. But for now, Mighty Turtle out.